7:30 Pacific, ESPN, Washington State at home against Arizona. Can Washington State finish 12-1 and get in this discussion if there's chaos? Oh, that loss when they got screwed by the officials that Friday night at USC. So they're 9-1 ATS and 9-1 straight up. Mustache Ginsu Minshew doing a great job and coming off the great. This is a different Washington State team because they play defense. They beat Colorado 31-7. I know you might be concerned about the spot, even though they're at home and on national TV, because the Apple Cup is on deck the day after Thanksgiving. Tate has been better the last couple of weeks, and all of a sudden, Arizona. I like this angle, too, from Mark Lawrence. Bet on these teams that are trying to become bowl eligible. Arizona's sitting on 5 wins and also still have a shot in the Pac-12 South, believe it or not, because they beat Oregon and Colorado their last 2 times out, and the offense has played up. They blew out Oregon a couple weeks ago. That's what we expected from the get-go with Arizona and Tate.
Yeah, both these teams coming off wins over Colorado, comfortable wins over Colorado, but Arizona had the week in between. They had a bye prior to this game. Advantage Arizona, especially when you talk about a first-year head coach and a quarterback who's had injuries, and now he's had extra time to prepare and a little bit of time to heal up those injuries. That matters. You talk about the look ahead. I think it is a look ahead spot, a legit look ahead spot for Wazoo. They got the Apple Cup next against Washington. That's a huge game. And coming off a big, the big road win where they're slapping the mustache on Mike Leach's face after the game, which was a lot of fun to watch and a lot of fun if you had a Wazoo ticket last week. But I worry about this spot for the Washington State side. And here's Arizona. They were 3-5. Everything was falling apart. And then back-to-back wins and a bye. Khalil Tate coming off his best game of the season. 5 touchdowns passing against Colorado. And now extra time to prepare. We know what Khalil Tate is capable of doing when going. That being said, we like this Wazoo defense a fair bit. More than a fair bit, Pauly. It is a defense. It's a defense that has the Cougs in position to win a Pac-12 title. Yeah, Gardner Minshew is going to get all the hype. And the mustache, you have to get the hype with that. But from a defensive standpoint, it's as good as anything we've seen at Wazoo at any point during the Leach era. And Arizona, they're no slouches defensively either. I wouldn't be surprised if this is a relatively low-scoring affair.
I hear what you're saying, but this is why it won't be a letdown spot. They got beat 58-37 last year. They got carved up and embarrassed. So the defense has been spot on much of the year, and I think they come out with a big effort and get ready for the showdown. A very winnable game against Washington, who's been a major disappointment the day after Thanksgiving. And the last 4 between these two teams have gone over. But that leads us to money time, play of the day, under 353. Washington, Arizona under 62.5. You saw the low-scoring game at home against Cal. You saw they held Colorado to 7. It's a good defense. And they also have been chewing clock on offense as well. It's not this 1-2 play offense bombs away like we were accustomed to with air raid with Leach in the past. Good defense, grind it out, maybe some weather as well. The late game coming up Saturday night.
Like the show? Help us keep the lights on. Please make sure to comment, share, and subscribe to all the Sportsbook Review videos. Thanks so much. Best of luck. Enjoy the game.